Hello friend, welcome to our YouTube channel Structure Design Hub, and this is our first tutorial series in Etabs, and today we will learn how to draw grid system in Etabs. Basically there is a two method of draw grid line in Etabs. First method is by manually inputting horizontal and vertical grid spacing values in Etabs from architecture and structure plan, and second method is by directly importing grid line from DXF file and AutoCAD file. So in this tutorial we will talk about only method 1, and in a second tutorial we will talk about method 2. So now I am opening Etab software. Now click on File tab and click on New Model. Now you have get three options. You got three options. First option is use save user default setting, and second option is use setting from a model file, and third option is use built-in setting with. So first option is used when you have a already saved any setting or templated etab like units and code. Second method is used when you wanted to import setting or template from another etab models. And third option is used when you wanted to customize your settings. I I will select third option and I will keep all value same, but you can change these values as per your country requirement like codes and units. Now we click on OK. Then you will get a new windows. Here here it have some options like grid dimension, story dimension, add structure objects. But in this tutorial we are talking about grid system, so we will only focus on grid dimension, and rest of the options we will discuss on later upcoming videos. So in a grid dimension option you will get a two options. First option is uniform grid spacing and second option is custom grid spacing. Uniform grid spacing is used when you have a uniform spacing between the grid lines, both in vertical and horizontal dimension. So it asks for number of grid line in x direction, and second is number of grid line in y direction, and third is spacing of grid in x direction, fourth is spacing of grid in y direction, and fifth is specify grid labeling options. So I have a uniform grid plan in a CAD file like this, which contain uniform spacing 5 meter between grid 1 and 2 and between grid 5 meter between D and E. So what I will do, I will just count number of grid line: 1 2 3 4 5 6, 6 in x direction, and 1 2 3 4 5, 5 in y direction. So I will simply input 6 in x direction and 5 in y direction, and spacing of the grid line in x and y direction, I have 5 meter in x direction and 5 meter in y direction. So 5 meter in x direction, 5 meter in y direction, and I will click on OK. Now our grid system is formed like this: 5 meter between A and B, and 5 meter also in 4 and 5. Actually you can change the name of this grid lines by editing this. Later I will tell you how you can modify the grid lines. But now we will go on second option. Click on again new model. No, I do not want to save this file. And again click on use built-in setting with, keep all these values same and click on OK. Now click on custom grid set. Our second option is custom grid spacing. This option is you when you have different spacing between the grid lines. Like I have also a plan. I have a simple structure plan which has a spacing different in each direction. Like from 1 to 2 it is 4690 mm, for 2 to 3 it is 3960, and also in y direction it is 11550, and also in B2C is 700. So what we will do, we will simply click on custom grid spacing and click on edit. So here in your first option is grid system name. Here you can change the name of the grid system, and here you will see that some of the function are unvisible. Basically it will visible when you wanted to modify this grid system, then it will visible. So now we come on second option, rectangle grid. Here you will also get you will get two options. First option is display grid data as a ordinate and display grid data as a spacing. Generally I choose display grid data as a spacing because it simply asks spacing between the grid line, between line A and B and C and D. Just like here you will see that from grid line A to B it is 8 meter, from B to C it is 8 meter, from C to D it is 8 meter. uh, we we will keep zero value in D grid line because beyond this grid line there is no another grid lines. So I select this value because it is very simple. It is very simple. And if you select display grid data as a ordinate, then you will see that it consider first grid line as a origin, and for second grid line it is taking reference from first grid line, and also third grid line it is taking reference from first grid line. So it become little bit difficult when you try to draw a grid line by using this method. Simply you can add it in y grid data here. For now I will select display grid data as a spacing, and here from our structure plan you will see that in a x direction our spacing is 4690. It means 4.69 meter between A and between 1 and 2, and also between y direction A and B it is 115. It means 11.55 meter. So here in x grid data, firstly you need to change this value. So here I will change one. You can keep same. Basically it will not if effect, but I just wanted to keep same as my structure plan. So I will change it to 1 2 3 4, and I will add another or more grid line by click on add 5 6 6. How many grid line we have in x direction? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 8 grid lines. 6 7 8. What is the value? 1 to 2 it is around 4.69, 4.69, 4.69, and second one is 3.69, 3.69, and third one is 2.2.965, 2.965, and 4 to 50 is 4 to 50 2.11, 2.11. 5 to 6 is 0.69, 69, and 6 to 7 is 7.775, 7.775, and 8 to 9 is 8, sorry, 7 to 8 is 9.36, to 9.36. We will keep 8 as a 0 because it is n grid line, and similarly we will change in y direction. I will change grid ID 1A, sorry, A, B, C, and D. I will add more grid line A, B, C, D, E. How much in E? Okay. Okay, and I will change the spacing from A to B. It is A to B. It is 11.55. 11.55. B to C is B2C 0.7, 0.7. C to D 3.75, 0.75. D to E 2.8, 2.8. Okay, now click on OK, click on OK. I will close this window, another window. Now here you will see that our grid system is formed. If you wanted to modify this grid line spacing and color of this grid line and the bubble size of grid lines, so how you can edit this? Simply go on edit story and grid system, and here modify. In first option grid system you can change the name, and earlier I was told you that when you will go to modify the grid system, then this function will be visible. So here uh, system origin, and here is story range option. So basically it is the origin of the grid line. Here is a rotation. uh, if you wanted to change the origin of your grid line, then simply you can change as per your requirement. And rotation, uh, if you have if your grid line is placed at some actually at some angle, so let's assume our grid line place at 30 degree. So simply put 30 and click on OK. You will see that our grid lines become rotate at 30-degree angle. Now click on again edit, modify, and I will change this value to 0. And in other option, story range option, and first option is default all stories. It means that if you will select this option, it means that your grid line will be visible at all floors. Like if I select first, like click on OK. In a 3D view, you will see that your grid line visible at all floor level. So again, I change this view to the plan view and click on edit story and grid system, click modify, and other option is user specify. It means that you wanted to limit your view up to the limit range, like up to uh, second level or up to third level. So you can change the range here. Just I will take for example at 2 floor, select 2, and click on OK and click on OK and view in 3D view, and you will see that our grid line view restricted up to the second floor level. Now again go to the edit story, modify, select default all story, and in other option here you will see that reference point and reference player. Reference point, basically it is nothing but just like assume if you wanted to create some point in between your grid lines. So from here you can simply add a coordinate, like if I wanted to create a point between uh, 2 and 2, and click on OK, click on OK, and click on OK. Here you will see that a point is created at x at 2 meter from origin in x direction and 2 meter from origin y direction. Click on again add grid system, modify, and other option is reference plane. Basically it is nothing but a plane, imaginary plane, not you can say not imaginary, but it is a plane between a single story. Basically it will ask for y coordinates, because it is used when generally when you have a story difference in a single story, like one column resting at another other level, and or some of the column resting at other level. So simply from here you can just create a reference plane by click on add. If you wanted to create a reference plane at 2 meter from base, then click on enter 2 and click on OK and click on OK and click on OK. In a plan you will see that a reference plane is created between base and story 1 at 2 meter height. Okay, and again click on edit story, modify, and other option is bubble size. From here you can adjust the size of the bubble. If you wanted to increase the size of the bubble, simply you can increase the value. And if you wanted to change the color of the grid lines, so from here you can change the grid line. Just like I want to change grid line color from this color to red color. Click on that and click on OK and click on OK. Now you will see that the color of the grid is changed now. Again click on edit, modify, and we have already discussed these two. We have already discussed about these two functions. So now our first tutorial is over. If you like my videos, if you like my video, then please subscribe, like, and share, so that it will motivate me to make more videos like that. Thank you.